Namibia is facing a challenge. Today, there are only half as many cattle compared to 50 years ago. This major reduction in livestock numbers is having significant effects on our economy, on people's livelihoods, and is threatening our national development goals. According to our experience in Namibia, the main cause of this loss of productivity is the poor way we have been managing our rangelands.
In former times, our ancestors were herding cattle. In recent times, we stopped herding cattle, and that's when we noticed land degradation taking place. Many small animals and insects have disappeared from this area. Important animals in the food chain, like the scaly anteater, have completely died out. Bullfrogs, hedgehogs, porcupines, and tortoises, you don't see them anymore. Because perennial grasses and flowering plants have died out, you won't find a single honeybee on this whole 13,000-hectare farm. Animals here used to eat well. Now they are hungry. There is no grazing left here. We say last year was a good rainy season, and now we are complaining that this year is drought. Where is the perennial grasses from last year? Where is that good grass now? That shows us that we don't manage our land or our grasses, and now they have disappeared.
We have embarked on a consultation process to find out why our perennial grasses are disappearing. We spoke to farmers on private and communal lands. We have spoken to scientists and colleagues who manage our parks. Together, we are looking at long-term solutions to reduce the negative effects of bush encroachment and climate change. Nowadays, we see that in the communal areas, farmers, traditional leaders, government, and NGOs are coming together to find out new and innovative ways of managing our rangelands. What we have learned is to combine our herds of livestock into one big group and moving them according to a grazing plan that gives grass plants exactly what they need, not just to survive, but to flourish and to bring back healthy grasslands.
It is important to herd intensively in the dry season, to trample the old grass to make a ground cover. So, when it rains, it limits the runoff of rainwater and gives water a chance to penetrate. Ground cover keeps soil moist, so when it does rain, plants can grow well. During the growing season, we want all perennial grasses to be big and healthy like this one, with strong roots that bind the soil together.
We are linking up traditional African herding methods with cutting-edge science. This is a relatively low-cost solution we can all be proud of, and that we will encourage throughout the entire country.
That's why we are saying this holistic range management program is not new to us. This is what our forefathers did. They were herding their cattle, and they received special status because they could bring home all the cattle each night. They would also rotate their cattle, moving with the seasons to different pastures.
Based on this experience, my ministry's response, therefore, has been to develop a national rangeland management policy and strategy that addresses the root causes of rangeland degradation in Namibia. Today, more and more farmers are saying, we are not so much farming with cattle, but we are farming grassland. We have learned in the field what we are now building into this new policy. In communities where these innovative rangeland management principles are being applied, we are now witnessing that perennial grass plants are flourishing, our livestock condition is improving, wildlife habitat and biodiversity is increasing, and our people are prospering. In arid countries like Namibia, another benefit of these sound rangeland practices is that we are increasing water infiltration into the soil and raising the underground water table that can be used by farmers, rural and urban communities. The loss of perennial grass cover and soil erosion is a national challenge not only being faced by us in Namibia, but by every semi-arid country in the world. The film you are about to see is for farmers, governments, and stakeholders around the world. We call upon you to rise to this critical challenge and make use of the opportunities we now have.